Warning, the following video contains graphic content and is not suitable for all audiences. What's up, true crime fans? In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the dark and dangerous world of hip-hop rivalries. From Tupac and Biggie to Nipsey Hussle and XXXTentacion, the world of rap music has seen its fair share of deadly feuds that have resulted in tragic consequences. Today, we're going to be discussing 7 rappers who easily gunned down their opponents and the shocking stories behind their rivalries. Number 7. XXXTentacion. Let me take you on a journey through the short-lived but tumultuous life of Jahseh Onfroy, known to the world as XXXTentacion. He had a remarkable amount of talent, a knack for moving songs, and a captivating stage presence. But a tumultuous past marked by claims of domestic abuse and other problems overshadowed his fast climb to prominence. On that dreadful day, June 18, 2018, XXXTentacion was ambushed by 2 mass shooters as he was leaving a motorcycle dealership in Florida. He was shot several times as they started firing, and they quickly left the area. Rushing the rapper to the hospital was done, but it was too late. After a short while, he was declared dead. The deadly assault shocked the music industry, leaving fans in shock and grief. The hip-hop scene was devastated by the passing of such a talented young person. Rumors and suspicions arose as the crime's investigation progressed. A heist went wrong according to some theories, in which the suspects were pursuing the Louis Vuitton bag the rapper had recently bought. Others mentioned his continuing conflicts with gangs and other artists. Whatever the motivation, XXXTentacion's untimely death exposed the risky side of the hip-hop business. Rivalries and violence are all too widespread in this world, and the results can be deadly. Millions of admirers were moved by the rapper's songs despite the controversial past, and they mourned his passing and honored his legacy. In the end, the terrible passing of XXXTentacion serves as a sobering lesson, a reminder of the value of harmony and peace in the world, all too frequently marred by conflict and division. Number 6. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was a rare talent in the world of hip-hop, known not just for his music but also for his deep commitment to his community. Born and raised in the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles, he had a first-hand understanding of the challenges facing the city's black and brown communities and worked tirelessly to improve the lives of those around him. In March 2019, however, tragedy struck. Nipsey was standing outside his clothing store in the Hyde Park neighborhood of LA when he was approached by a man named Eric Holder, who allegedly shot him multiple times before fleeing the scene. Nipsey was rushed to the hospital but ultimately died from his injuries, leaving his fans in the broader community reeling. As the news of his death spread, tributes poured in from across the world of music and beyond, with many people expressing their admiration for Nipsey's activism and his dedication to uplifting his community. In the weeks and months that followed, the investigation into his death continued, with Holder eventually being arrested and charged with murder. For many fans, the death of Nipsey Hussle was a devastating blow, not just because of the loss of a talented artist, but also because of the loss of a true leader and inspiration. But his legacy lives on, both through his music and through the many community organizations and projects he helped to build during his too short life. Number 5. Proof. Deshaun Holton, better known by his stage name Proof, was not just a member of Eminem's iconic rap group D12, he was also a talented artist and respected member of the Detroit music scene. But in 2006, tragedy struck. Proof was at a nightclub in Detroit when an altercation broke out. Shots were fired, and the rapper was hit multiple times. Despite being rushed to the hospital, Proof was pronounced dead soon after, leaving his fans and friends reeling from the shock. The circumstances surrounding the shooting remain unclear, but it's believed to have been the result of a dispute that had been brewing for some time. For those who knew Proof, his loss was not just a blow to the world of hip-hop, but a personal tragedy. He was known for his charisma, his talent, and his generosity, and his death left a gaping hole in the hearts of those who loved him. In the years since Proof's passing, his legacy has lived on through his music, which continues to inspire and move fans across the world. But his absence is still keenly felt. A reminder of the violence and senseless loss that can too often plague the world of hip-hop. In the end, the story of Proof serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the need to cherish those we love while we still can. His music may live on, but for those who knew him best, the pain of his loss will never truly fade away. Number 4. Soulja Slim. The world of hip-hop is no stranger to violence and tragedy, but the story of Soulja Slim stands out as one of the most shocking and heartbreaking in recent memory. Born James Tapp in New Orleans, he rose to fame as a rapper known for his gritty, unflinching style and his raw personal lyrics. But on November 26, 2003, everything changed. Soulja Slim was outside his mother's home in New Orleans when he was suddenly and brutally gunned down, allegedly as a result of an ongoing feud with the fellow rapper BG. For fans of Soulja Slim, the news was devastating. He was seen as a rising star in the world of hip-hop and a promising career ahead of him, but his untimely death robbed the world of a truly unique talent and left his fans and loved ones struggling to make the sense of the senseless violence that took his life. In the series since Soulja Slim's passing, his music has continued to resonate with fans, and his legacy has lived on through the many artists who have been inspired by his work. But his loss remains a tragedy, a reminder of the all-too-real dangers that can come with fame and fortune in the world of hip-hop. In the end, the story of Soulja Slim is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most talented and beloved artists are not immune to the violence and chaos that can erupt in the music industry. But for those who loved him, his memory will always be cherished, a testament to the power of music and the endearing spirit of a true artist. Number 3. Jam Master Jay. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, because I have a tale of tragedy and mystery that will shake you to your core. Jason Mizzle, the man known to the world as Jam Master Jay, was a legend in the hip-hop world. As the DJ for the iconic group Run DMC, he helped shape a genre of inspired countless fans with his incredible talent. But in 2002, the music world was shocked by a devastating blow. Jam Master Jay was shot and killed in his own recording studio in Queens, New York. It was a senseless act of violence that left his fans reeling and searching for answers. To this day, we still don't know the motive behind his killing, but one thing is clear: it was a targeted attack, likely related to his involvement in the music industry. Some say it was a feud between rival groups, others believe it was a hit ordered by someone within the industry itself. Regardless of the reason, the loss of Jam Master Jay was a tragedy that still echoes through the music world today. It serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most glamorous industries. So let us remember the life and legacy of this incredible artist and vow to do everything in our power to ensure that tragedies like this never happen again. Number 2. Tupac Shakur. Let's take a journey back in time to the 90s, a decade that witnessed one of the most infamous feuds in hip-hop history. Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace, also known as Biggie Smalls, were two of the biggest names in the rap world, but their friendship quickly turned into a bitter rivalry that would have devastating consequences. The feud between Tupac and Biggie was a complex and multi-layered conflict that involved not just two rappers but also their respective crews and the wider rap industry. Both Tupac and Biggie were at the height of their careers in the mid-90s, with loyal fan bases and massive record sales. However, the rivalry quickly turned ugly, with insults and accusations being traded back and forth in their music and in public appearances. Tupac was known for his hot temper and confrontational style, while Biggie was more laid back and reserved. Despite their different personalities, the two rappers found themselves at the center of a heated and often violent feud. The tragic shooting of Tupac in 1996 only fueled the flames of the conflict, with many of his fans and associates blaming Biggie and his crew for the attack. The investigation into Tupac's murder revealed a tangled web of conspiracies and cover-ups, with many pointing to the involvement of powerful figures in the rap industry. That brings us to number 1 on our list, Christopher Biggie Wallace. In the aftermath of Tupac's death, Biggie found himself in the crosshairs of his rival supporters in the wider hip-hop community. He was accused of everything from collaborating in Tupac's murder to stealing his rhymes and style. Despite denying any involvement in Tupac's death, Biggie was unable to shake off the suspicion and hostility that surrounded him. And then just 6 months after the death of Tupac, Biggie himself was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. The similarities between the two murders only added to the sense of tragedy and loss that permeated the rap world. To this day, the feud between Tupac and Biggie remains one of the most fascinating and controversial chapters in hip-hop history. While many theories have been put forward about the reasons of their conflict and the identities of their killers, the truth remains elusive. But one thing is clear: the impact of their rivalry and their untimely deaths will be felt for years to come. From Tupac and Biggie to Nipsey Hussle and XXXTentacion, the world of hip-hop has seen its fair share of deadly rivalries. While the music industry has been a platform for artistic expression and creativity, it has also become a breeding ground for violence and tragedy. As fans, it's important to remember the consequences of these actions and the impact they have had on loved ones left behind. If you found this video informative or thought-provoking, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And as always, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay tuned for our next true crime video. Thanks for watching.